Hey folks, hope you're having a good afternoon. Today we're continuing our first playthrough of Ixion. Our first hard mode playthrough of Ixion. Let's get started. Let's see where we're at. We just started a new system, I believe. Or no, I think we had just traveled through the storm. Let's see. We're currently in the... Yeah, the storm just passed through most of the sector, so we're actually kind of in good shape now. We have science things going on. Chillark Planet, this is the Folk team. We've landed near Site 0. We should be protected from the aluminum rain here. We've located the formation of unknown origin and are commencing exploration of the site. We'll investigate the formation. Meanwhile, the Copernicus is investigating the habitation sector wreckage. They've already got a timer going. We have the stability thing here. The research underway for the science ship discovery upgrades. Let's take a look at our resources here. We got lots of iron mining going on. We got 1,000 iron available for collection, so let's shift one of our miners to silicon, I think. So I think one of our goals for today is going to be to try to get a nuclear reactor online, but it's going to be challenging. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish that today. In order to do that, we have to first dramatically expand our population, I think, which we're going to have trouble doing on a shoestring energy budget here. We do have stuff that we could probably turn off to get the nuclear reactors started. Let's think about that for a second. The only thing, we could turn off the polymer refinery, we could turn off the waste treatment center. Why is our hull integrity going down, by the way? Are we still in transit? Oh, we're in the middle of constructing a solar panel. Okay, so that should help with our energy budget issue. I think that's a solar panel anyway. Yes. Perfect. And then the other part of it is we need more people, because we don't have enough people currently to run a nuclear reactor. Because I think it, let's see how much it actually takes. It takes 180 alloy, 3 electronics, 60 people, and we need like 2 of them realistically to get them to work the way that we want in a way that's helpful. So that means we need like almost 400 alloy, which is what we have now, but we're going to need to keep producing more as we start building these, and then we're going to need 120 people more than we have currently. We do have a couple workers. We have like, what's that, 30? We have like 40 workers available in this sector, so we're like a third of the way there. But we need to, I think what we need to do as soon as we're done with this solar panels construction is we're going to start up a massive defrosting operation, because we have tons of people. We have 500 people in cryonic pods, and we haven't even collected the people from this sector yet. We still have another 400. We still have another like almost 1,000 people to collect in the sector that we're in currently. So our station, by the end of this sector, our station's population should have just about doubled, which is quite a big adjustment. I'm going to fast forward a little bit until we've got the solar panel construction done. Okay, now we got some room to operate. So we can start doing here. We're going to have to also be careful and make sure we continue expanding our food capacity as we're adding more people, because we're going to be adding a lot of people quickly. What we're probably going to want to do is... Oh, darn. I was hoping I could fit a farm in there, but it doesn't fit. Guys, trying to figure out if I can fit another house in here. I think I can, maybe. So if I do like this, that gets us this. I don't think it can work. I don't think it can work because we have... Well... Yeah, there's no way that we're going to be able to get a road to this middle building. that set up, so still think I want this road here though. But we're probably gonna need another farm, which is gonna take up most of our electricity. But we don't necessarily need to start it right away. We just need to have it built and ready to run, ready to operate. I think this is already maxed out on fields, right? Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't have enough room because of these farms for the bigger farm. So let's do this. I'm gonna put a road over here. We're gonna delete this road, and then we're gonna start building the farm into here. We'll just do it a little bit at a time. So once we get that second farm online, or once we have it ready to go online, I should say, then we can start retiring some of our insect farms, free up some workers, start unpacking more people from cryostasis, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, we got that. So let's delete this. And make sure everything's still connected there, that's good. Okay, and then this is our new farm. Yeah, that should be good. It's not that efficient, but we're going to do away with this insect farm as soon as we get this thing online. I'll turn this off for now because it costs 7 energy. I guess we don't technically have to. Let's check our current cryopod thing. It's going into Sector 4, which I think is the new one here. That's correct. Okay. Actually, I think we might need more people in Sector 3. We have a lot of non-workers in Sector 3. We probably need to have some more workers. Also, that's all. That's not it. That's it. So we can max up to 600 members in the sector. So we'll start putting some workers in Sector 3. And we can put some non-workers in Sector 4 for now. We've got plenty of extra people. We'll add more workers later. I think probably also want to start building this again. No, that's already built. It's this one. Zoom. There we go.
A probe has completed its scan.
So we're probably going to want another cell housing here soonish. We also need to think about the demotic quarters. This sector already has some homelessness. I think I need to build a temporary quarter here. Let's also check out what the probe scanned here. Oh, just revealing more resources. Don't explore unrevealed science target. Let's get to that. Let's also check our technology research. We got 108 science right now. I want to continue. This requires the post-lunaclosm science ship upgrade. This requires EKP optimization, so we can do that, and then this.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, that was Ab sector wreckage. Oh my god, we got another 800 people. We finished our evaluation of the cryopods. We're able to recover a large amount. They're ready for extraction. Recovery area is horrifying. The body parts that float here are mostly from civilians. Buildings within the habitation sector look more like slums than real housing. Population density must have been extremely high. Some bodies show clear signs of disease and malnutrition. Oh, 800 people is that all? Okay. I guess we're going to use a drilling rig to get further into the structure. Let's look at the description of the structure first. Enter the habitation sector wreckage, many mutilated bodies floating in the void. We're in 0G, so I don't think a collapse is that likely. We've also checked the heat signatures, electromagnetic emissions, and a weak radio signal deep within the wreckage. So we might be drilling towards the radio signal. Seems dodgy, I don't know.
Ship team has completed a task.
Okay, over on P41, team reports that the telluric formation is circular in shape and has steep sides. They've begun mapping the numerous tunnels that lead inside it. Initial reports suggest that they were not created by natural phenomena, but dug intentionally. Continued behavioral analysis of the team is registering breaches of the safety protocol as well as metaphysical and psychological aberrations. One crew member appears to have removed their protective helmet, convinced that the air in the tunnels is breathable. Accounting for P41's atmosphere, the remaining lifespan is estimated to be 37 minutes. Okay then. Concerning. I think we were on this place before and it did something bad to us the last time we played through this. I don't remember what it was, but we probably want to leave. Well, let's get the science before we make a decision. We get our new housing built. We're working on it. Sector 3. This is also high priority. We need more workers in this sector to operate the farm. Another probe. Yeah, this is flagging the science target that we already sent a probe to. Here's some more carbon. That's pretty good. Something we're going to want to travel back over to the other side of the system and finish up P42 and I guess get the science from P38. I think this is our colony here. KP optimization unlocked. We continue unlocking the increased science stuff, which is the... This requires post-lunicalism science, which is the science speed. And... Somebody said IM, but it wasn't directed at me. It was a team-wide IM that was directed at a different team that I also happen to be on the chat of. So that's fine. Eligible for colonization testing, so we have to send data resources to that at some point. We should do that sooner rather than later, probably.
Science ship team.
Colonization takes a while. And plus we get some non-workers off of our ship. That would be productive. We need silicon, though, to produce electronics. Who completed the task? This guy, I think. Making progress through the metal debris that lies everywhere has been difficult. The Adamananki has been constructed from a range of extremely strong alloys. We have come to an area of fallen debris which forms a precarious cave around us. Two paths onward are possible. We could pass through a large section of pipe that has been laser cut. Temperature analysis of the cuts indicate that they happened some time ago. Alternatively, there is a reinforced tunnel leading away from here. Its sides are covered in bullet holes. We could continue to use the drilling rig, but one of these paths will surely save us time. Okay, so we're passing through a laser-cut pipe section, or a reinforced tunnel covered in bullet holes. Laser cut hole is a perfect circle. Okay. Oh, these are both shortcuts, so we could continue drilling if we wanted to. We'll go through the reinforced tunnel. I think I remember that and what happens there. We'll see if my memory is correct or not. The bullet holes in the tunnel are concerning, but all the battle that was there happened a long time ago, hopefully. Although we did get a guy shot, or two guys shot before when we did an exploration. Okay. And I don't think that's likely to happen again. The odds of that are pretty small. We got another science target here. To build another solar panel, we almost have enough plastic already. No, we almost have enough carbon. We don't have enough plastic. It's going to be a while before we have the plastic. Okay, so we got... Did we get this building online yet? We're working on it. So when that's online, we're going to convert this to mnemonic quarters. Technology unlocked. Now we can get the exploration PA. And that should be the last of our science ship, science production increases. Sector 1, I saw a food shortage there, but it only stuck around for a split second. I think it was just because the food had to get transferred from one sector to another. And we are losing a little bit of food at each cycle currently. We gotta make sure that we get this done. Once we get to this, it should solve that issue, I think. We're not going to need too many fields to make this operational. Although we do need a couple more workers in Sector 3, but I think we're unpacking them currently. We could also move some workers from Sector 4 who are currently not doing anything. I think that would be a good idea. Sector 4 to Sector 3. Workers. Let's move like 20 workers. 15 workers. I'm going to leave some workers in Sector 4 for operating a new cryo thing.
A probe has completed its scan. A science ship team has completed a task.
That was paused. Okay, we've completed 2 tasks actually. Oh, we gotta make a decision about this, whether we should leave. We can continue exploration, implementing strict psychological monitoring, we can override security protocols, or we can leave. I think we're gonna leave. Yeah. And then we're going to... I think I want to take this guy to the depressurized R&D district only because we're not ready to explore P-42 with the colonists yet. We need to...
A new request awaits your...
I got very worried when I saw this Agents of Death. I thought it was telling me somebody died. While walking through the tunnel, we activated a trap presumably left by Edamanaki defense forces. Deluge of debris fell from above, yet fortunately our suit exoskeletons allowed us to avoid fatalities. There was no sign of any Edamanaki survivors, and the end of the tunnel was littered with the corpses of soldiers killed by cutting laser. Exiting the tunnel, we found a small shelter cobbled together from surrounding debris. Within it, a number of broken drones, shaped like deep-sea creatures, float in the lack of gravity. They bear the Black Market Society logo. This is the first time we've seen machines like these. We've transmitted schematics and data and proposed further analysis of the drones to be conducted back on board the Tycoon. That's a plot technology, I think. With a small recess at the back of the shelter, within a small recess at the back of the shelter, we found the corpse of an Edamanaki soldier with a now spent breathing device. They had tried to modify one of the broken drones to produce an improvised heat source. He has been dead for several days. Is that all? Wow, okay. The weak radio signal is transmitting from their suit's emergency beacon, we presume in an attempt to contact other survivors. Yeah, I guess that was it for the Edamanaki.
Magnetide has passed through the CRUC system, and the Tycoon is still online.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, Administrator.
Fantastic, we weathered the storm.
An accident has occurred in the
14 crew members disabled in Sector 1. That's less fantastic. We have a medical crisis in Sector 1. activate our reserve hospital, which is the thing that we have. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's the wrong sector. Wrong sector. There we go. This is just telling me that the technology is available. Yep, we can research the Piranesi drone technology. So after our current research topic, we'll do that. Might as well get it out of the way. I think we can start over here working on the cryonic centers. I think we're going to need a couple of them, probably. These are probably going to be somewhat temporary, but they're going to be around for a little while at least. So we're going to delete this road segment and put another one in here. I don't need this to exist, so we can maybe put another building there, like a housing unit or something. Or batteries, maybe.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. A probe has completed its scan.
Okay. Science ship has arrived at its destination. Probe has completed its scan. So lots more iron. Very good. We'll let this get to science before we start the exploration here. And this is actually ready to go. Covering 65% of meal requirements right now, so we should probably get this started. We can put a farm there. And let's start working on the domotic quarters. So I think if we can, I'd like to delete 2 of these guys. I think we probably have enough people in Sector 3 for now. Let's start putting people in Sector 4. The business of people production now. We definitely have enough people in the sector to operate this, that's good. And these are both demonic quarters already, that's good. I think I might dismantle and move this DLS center at some point. I think we're gonna wanna... We're getting one more of these. I'm going to dismantle this guy, and then we're going to get the cell housing online, I think. Actually, this should be the other way, probably. I guess I can run a road over here, it's fine. Depressurized R&D district, ruins of Orn 8. Our sensors have identified part of the Edamanaki adrift in the CRUC system. Initial readings show no thermal activity, power signatures, or identifiable signs of life. This is the crew of the This section of the wreckage is massive. We believe it's the remains of a research and development district. The laboratories we've seen look virtually destroyed, but we did find an intact security room. A sign above its entryway reads Orn 8. To access the room, we'll need power from the Tycoon via the RTP. I know what RTP is. I'm assuming that's the Tycoon's reactor. Unfortunately, specific accreditation is also required to open the room's armored door. Neighboring residential area has collapsed, making the balance of this area unstable. We've spotted some emergency cryopods within the debris, though it doesn't look like there was enough time for a full evacuation. So we don't want to search the collapsed area yet. We do want to do that at some point. We can search the labs, though. Viewing to send out probes. Oops, silicon. Okay, and what does our insector resources look like currently? Okay, we're getting some silicon availability. That's good. Let's get the Kibsis collecting silicon. What are we researching, if anything, currently? Nothing. Okay, so we'll start the next plot technology, which is the drone thread analysis. Oh, we are on extra hours here. Let's solve that, shall we? What could we turn off? Probably plastic, since we're not planning to build... Oh, no, we still need this for the drone, for the exploration bay. We don't need two people things, probably. Let's turn off the one that has more people in it. At some point we're going to want to turn this on. Let's turn that on. This sector needs a storage for people. Let's put it here, I guess.
A probe has completed its scan.
Can we afford to take this offline? This has 52 people in it, so with that we'll have almost 100 people homeless. We can actually afford that. As we rebuild it fairly quickly. Shouldn't be an issue. We're not unpacking any more people into Sector 3 currently, are we? No. Okay. Oh, we need to turn this on at some point. We could afford to do that currently. We don't have enough. We have exactly enough people. We still need a hospital in Sector 1. Let's check. We already got a hospital offline. We can transfer everybody to one hospital now. There we go. So this could be a cargo ship if we have one available. The Eldem Rainier, however you pronounce that, is now here. I think our iron supply is okay. We'll make that secondary. I think we need an ice hauler. Oh, we're at 0. Yeah, we definitely need that. In fact, I'm gonna have this guy suspend carbon operations temporarily and go get some ice. So there is a bit of a delay between the ice usage and the... So we have 8 ice units left, so it's going to be a while before this fusion station actually runs out of ice. So we don't have to worry too much. We have an accident. We haven't even opened that building yet. How can there be an accident? We can turn this to people. Drone threat analysis technology has been unlocked. Oh, what just happened?
Is falling.
Sector 4 just had...
Power supply overload.
Okay, we have a power crisis that's basically broken everything. We can turn this off for now.
Power restored.
Okay, everything's fixed. We're fine now. We have to be careful about this. Do we have anything else that's currently under construction that might come online and mess up the power grid again? Doesn't look like it. We also need this in order to make the silicon useful. Since we have no ice currently, we'll turn that off. Let the silicon flow. Yeah. These guys are on extra hours because of the injuries. We can turn this off temporarily. And turn this off temporarily. Just until the injuries are healed, or until we get a couple more people in the sector. What sector has spare housing capacity? Sector 3 does not, because we're in the midst of building the new housing, right? The amount of quarters. Get this built. And this should be, we should have power for this now. Takes 2, yeah.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I actually wonder if we should recall one of our science ships back and get some more cargo ships online, because I feel like we're not getting some of the resources quick enough. Let's get another... Can we find any ice nearby? Oh, there was some. The science ship team is what I came out here for. Laboratories were severely damaged by the adamant. Remember when I said we were going to double the population? Turns out it's going to be triple. Laboratories were severely damaged by the Adamananki's depressurization. Most equipment has either been destroyed or is missing. Team found clear traces of laser cutting. Floors and walls have been ripped open. R&D district was a secure area studying not only space-related phenomenon but also technologies considered forbidden by the UN. Recovered research reports mentioned Dolos, BMS, and Ashtangite invention being studied. Also noted in the reports is the quarters location for the area's techno-supervisor. They possess the accreditation required to open the security room's door. So we'll get to science and then we'll locate the techno-supervisor's area, which is going to enable us to open the security door once we get the Tycoon over there. How far away is that, by the way? Oh, it's like not that far at all. Okay. So we could probably do that soonish. Still have no ice on board yet.
A probe has completed its scan.
The food supply looking 101% currently. So as soon as this is done, we're going to demolish this. And then we'll be able to put like another farm here. And we can demolish that and put yet another farm here. We're running out of water. That's not good. Oh, crap. Sector 1 doesn't have enough food. That's temporary. Should be. Should we get a third ship on ice? We don't have much ice available for collection, actually. We have a lot of our carbon available for collection. We're not collecting it currently, so let's get one of our mining ships on the ice. But at some point, think about turning off the probe launcher to free up a little bit of resources. Maybe these nearby resources are worth their weight in whatever that resource is. Let's see. Is this full? Not quite. We should probably research a storage upgrade for the docking bay. Don't have any research going currently. We don't have any plot technology that's unresearched. 20 fewer workers required to run this building? Yes, please. Power cost is reduced by 10. We're gonna do that as well. We also have Nihei quarters. It doesn't help us right now. Oh, we could get more infirmary beds. That's probably a good idea. We could also get 40% more crew members from each meal. Just looking at ways we can increase our population in a given sector. The health center is one way, maybe? We need train stations before we need health center. Health center doesn't do us any good without the train stations. The drone bay might, though. But we probably want to research optimizations for the stuff we already have first. This uses less ice. Uses a moderate amount of water to produce a large amount of food, but I think it takes a ton of power. We can increase food production speed by 30%. That's a good idea. Oh, we should also make our cargo ships faster. So where's the ice storage in this sector that we turned off before? Oh, we had one, didn't we? Here it is. Making sure we don't run out of food, somewhat important.
A probe has completed its scan.
Feudal science from the depressurized R&D district. Let's go for the supervisor's quarters. I think after we clear this, we're going to head back to the Tycoon and make another cargo ship available. Because we have like 5 different, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 different resources that we want to collect and only 3 cargo ships running right now, so we can juggle them back and forth, but it's better if we have the cargo ship for each resource. We might actually be able to slow down our iron income a little bit. You also need to get the silicon factory online at some point in the not too distant future. I think we don't need plastic that much right now, but that doesn't give us enough energy for the silicon is the problem. I want to keep this alloy production online because it's increasing the amount of time that we can spend in the sector safely. Overall, extending our mission life. Just waiting for this. And we're going to demolish this. We might not actually need more fields here because we've got the... Okay, this has 15 ice in it, so in another fraction of a cycle we should have enough water again for the farms, or at least some of them.
A science
there we go, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we got the new Domata quarter, so let's demolish this guy. Thanks to the information recovered from the laboratories, the team were able to locate the quarters of the area's techno-supervisor. Higher in rank, their dwelling was of a much larger size than basic crew accommodation, was filled with unknown technology. We recovered their security key. Okay. Still looking for ice here in the vicinity. There's a pretty good size chunk of ice. Why are people unhappy in Sector 3? We got dog propaganda. Corpses floating outside the station. Our mortality. What does that mean? We just not have enough. This has 2 memorials in it. Oh, we don't have the people mostly living in optimized quarter any bonus anymore. That's the problem here. So we're gonna have to rush the Demotic quarter. Could theoretically make a temporary policy adjustment to make them happier, but I don't think this condition is gonna last. I think we should be okay for a little while. We're not over our food cap yet. Guess we finished the farming upgrade. Food production speed increased by 40%. Do that. Some of these research technologies are very dystopian, if you notice. Like this, the personalized instructions increases. I mean, that could mean that like only the important people in the station are getting like the nice food. I feel like, although that could be just a cynical interpretation. I don't know. Can we actually turn this on? We have the power, but we'll lose power as soon as the Demonic Quarter comes online here, so I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do... Hopefully we'll finish this research quickly. When we get that done, we might be able to demolish some of these insect farms. Well, let's turn off one insect farm for now. I think we can afford to do that. And then... the Demonic Quarter can come online and we can start this, which is what I really want to do. So we can start moving people to Sector 4. I was confused for a second, like why do these sectors have people production caps, but it's because we had to bring the people on board in a hurry. Kind of, anyway. Gotta keep an eye on this sector because it's growing quickly. And currently it's not happy. $54 out of 400 people, yeah. We need a stability structure here, I think. It's more efficient if we do this the other way. We need to turn this back on in order for that to work. We can actually do that. And we're also going to need this. Oh. Turn this off for a little while until we get the electronics allocated for this.
A probe has completed its scan.
We do have the bonus from people mostly living in Domata Quarter. Okay, so people are happy again. It might have just taken a minute for that to update, so maybe we don't need this right away. Okay, that being the case, we can turn this off again and turn this on again. And now we can start producing people in earnest. Our stability rating is -1. I think this is just a lagging update, maybe. It's probably going to update on the next cycle. Oops. Lots of silicon out there, very good. We need the Tycoon in order to open this. So for now, we're going to leave the wreckage. We have almost 200 science points, so we're going to take the folk haul back to the Tycoon and get another cargo ship working.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Keep in mind, we still have another science ship working. Check that out in a second. Where's the Copernicus? Copernicus is actually not doing anything currently. We can send it over to the medical district wreckage. We're still building the demonic quarter here.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Getting the science here. Okay, and this shouldn't take our power down. Should be alright. Sector 4 is having food shortages. This takes 17 food. We already have that, the requisite amount set here. Should be fine. We have plenty of food. I need a third food storage here at some point. What happened to our farm efficiency research? I guess we did that already? Can't turn that off. We can turn this off. We're not building anything in this sector currently. We don't want the Nihei protocol currently. We already got the full research on the insect farm. I want to do this, the 40% more crew members on each meal, I think. Get the 10 extra beds. We'll do that later. We got spare capacity at the moment. Still have this negative attitude. We don't have most people living in the demonic quarter. Come on, hurry it up. Okay, that was the mess hall technology. I want to start working on this hull stuff. Less damage from impacts. Reduce deterioration while moving. Let's work on that. With too much alloy stored in Sector 3 here. We can move some to Sector 4.
A probe has completed its
We'll also start building some batteries in Sector 4, that will help. Some more ice. It's not that close to us, though. Medical district wreckage. Ruins doctors. Preliminary analysis suggests that this section of Edamananki wreckage contains the remains of a medical care district. We've arrived at the site. We estimate that 2/3 of the district is missing. Remnants of cooling pipes have generated a haze that hangs about the debris and hides floating corpses of the Edamananki crew. We have identified 2 viable areas for investigation: the ruins of a research facility and an area devoted to medical care. Let's look at the medical district first. The research facility is probably going to be more dangerous, if there's anything dangerous there. Yeah, so this is helping us use up some alloy, which is going to enable this to be demolished faster, hopefully. There we go, yep. Okay, so now... Angry people, you're getting a new home. Hope you're happy. Sector 4 is having a medical crisis. That'll be solved in 1 cycle, once the hospital comes back online. You do need another hospital, though. Need a backup in case this hospital gets overwhelmed. It'll be here for now. Actually, let's try to be a little more efficient with our placement here. There we go. Turn this off for right now. This needs another demonic quarter too. We really need electronics components. Let's turn off. I'm gonna turn this off. This is full storage. Let's turn this off. And then I think, no, we're not quite enough for that. I'm gonna turn this off. Still a little bit over. I'm gonna turn off one of our 2 iron stockpiles here. And then that should be enough. Yes, perfect. Okay. It's not connected to an active stockpile assigned to... Oh, not perfect. What's our food production? I'm gonna turn this off to turn the silicon on, because we definitely need the silicon. Also want to get one more demonic quarter building over here. Turn that off until we're ready to make sure we have power when we turn it on. A lot of turning stuff off and on again. We also have to get the colonization training center going again at some point. Duration while moving reduced by 20%. That's good. Oh, we should actually increase the... Let's pause this for a second. Solar power production is increased by 2.5%. Total power production is almost 500, so 2.5% is... 5 times 2.5 is like 13, something like that. That could be really useful, actually. It's not a lot, but we can increase it multiple times, too. We have multiple consecutive research topics. District is in ruins. The medical district is in ruins. Copernicus's team had to stop several times during their investigation to clear away debris. Violent clashes appear to have taken place across the district. It seems that even before the attack, the medical capacity of the Edamananki was oversubscribed. Recovered data suggests that the congestion within the ship's care centers worsened over time. The team was able to recover a number of intact emergency cryopods. We got 300 pods and another 23 science. Nearby... Ooh, how did we miss that? Nearby silicon and ice source. It says we need... build enough batteries so that at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. Prepare for the Piranesi. That's the next level, I think. Also have to awaken 2,000 cryopods in order to be ready for the next sector. I think we're going to set a goal to do more than that, probably. What are we doing on our housing unit over here? Can't quite complete it because of this. Because that's allocated, we'll shut this off again.
A probe has completed its scan.
Please shut this off. Oh, there's only 2 electronics left in the whole everywhere. Oh, this is the industrial sector, so we need this to collect the output from the factory. Yeah, we definitely need to enhance the electronics factory. Actually full on silicon. Okay, we're investigating the research facility now because we got all the science here. Let's look at our resource availability for mining. We got 1,000 silicon, 800 carbon, 5,000 ice, 700 helium, and 1,600 iron. Honestly, we don't really need more probes right now. I think we're going to turn that off for a while and free up the power for other stuff. We can't build one of these while the probe is there, can we? No, we got to dismantle that first. Thermal regulation technology, so suddenly we have a bunch more power because we turned off that, and we also have the thermal regulation. Let's continue dipping into the research tree to get more power. There's another 2.5%. What are we going to do with this extra? Our steel is plummeting quite quickly, actually. Maybe we get our second steel mill back online for a little while. Actually, before we do this, let's do the electronics, I think. You could also reduce the power cost of steel mills, electronics. This makes it more efficient and also quicker. We can turn this on as soon as it's available. And then once this is there, we can get cell housing in this sector, I think. Yeah, it only takes 3, so that should be alright. I'm gonna unpause this, but we'll put that as priority so that can start as soon as this is finished. How many workers do we have available in this sector, by the way? We only have 18 available, which is not nearly enough for the reactors. Oh, where's my ship, by the way, that's not doing anything? Here we go. Oops. I just brought him from another docking bay by accident, I think. Yeah. Let's create a new cargo ship since it looks like all of them are already allocated. So I want to see if there's other exterior construction options. We have this drone jammer we have to build at some point. That takes 4 electronics and 90 plastic. Let's turn off this. Let our whole stability drop a little bit because we're not planning to move anytime soon. Oh, go away anyway. Food supply is still low. We can build more farms now, though, I think. Build more, whatever these are, crop fields. I want to move this if we can.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Got the electronics factory optimization.
In the Tycoon.
Check that out in a second. Can we do another one? Yes, we can. Do we want to do that or do we want power? More power! We could also work on the steel mill optimization. These are just power cost reductions, which are a little helpful but not super significant. Recycling alloy costs 10 fewer waste. Being polymer provides 5 extra units. Recycling electronics is 20% faster. Oh, we can recycle electronics. I forgot about that. Let's do that. So after this current cycle of alloy recycling, and I'm holding off here because I want to keep like 90 science in case we need to research something critical here. This facility has been constructed from more resilient materials and alloys than other parts of the ship. Most of its outer structure remains. This is the research lab. A lot of the internal hardware does seem to have been laser cut and ripped out. Our team was able to extract some information from the few remaining data consoles. A sealed stasis box was discovered containing what can only be described as a test subject. Having reviewed associated research reports, the team believed the experiment used ash-tangite technology and genetic material taken from shard leaves. Subject ZY6073, as named on the outside of the stasis box, appears to be alive but dormant. That's concerning. Do we want to unleash this experimental gene-manipulated person on our population? I don't know. 34 research, 124 pods. We can't launch that right now. Those are just looking. Got 127 ice. Okay, over here. Okay, that's good. This cargo ship construction is almost done. That's good. What resource do we need currently? Probably want to start collecting some hydrogen at some point. I don't know, now that we built the ship, I kind of feel like maybe we do actually need the science more. Because we have enough of every resource to produce stuff at this point. We'll let the science ship production finish. And then I'm going to transfer one of these guys over to that bay. So the Kibsys is going to be over here now. And then this is going to be the science ship. So-called. I'm going to send the Focall to P51, I think. This notification seems to be telling me that I have a ship that's doing nothing in the fleet, but I can't figure out what ship it is. I think it should be fine. Don't really want to get any more people yet. It's like a 400 on board. No, it's still notifying me about this. Maybe it's because of this. That must be what it is. Okay, so this guy, what do I want to do with him? I'm gonna send him to B37. Oh, it says I'm investigating an event currently. I have to decide whether I want to leave or retrieve this guy. Don't really want to bring their wacky genetic manipulation experiment back on board the Tycoon. I think that's a risk that we don't need to take. This notification is bugging me. Okay, what are we working on now? Research. Let's get more power still. Still working on cranking out people here, right? What could go wrong? Invite them in, give them the keys. Yeah, sure. Can't see any issues with that, honestly. It seems fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to... Trying to figure out how to put more of these cryopod unpacker things in. Put another field in here. This is actually done now, so we can demolish this, fix this road, and then put more crops in. You can also think about demolishing this. Let's get that out of the way first, though. I'm going to think about researching some upgrades with the fusion station to reduce our water consumption. Don't need to do that quite yet. Oh, I forgot, by the way, once these science ships are launched, we can actually unassign them and use the docking bay for something else. I completely forgot about that. So let's get the Drakkar back online. And I think we want another mining ship, actually. So what is the Drakkar going to work on? Carbon. At some point we're going to need a ship to collect people. Now this is at 0, actually, so we can turn this off. And we'll start moving more people. That's a good sign. We're finally emptying out some of these people storages. We could actually demolish this if we wanted to, but I want to leave it available to bring on more people if we need them. Should start gathering people fairly soon. Heat recovery technology has been unlocked. Let's start working on the reactor improvements. 20 fewer workers requires a permanent monitoring electronics factory upgrade. We have to research all these things, basically. Oh, we also need to start working on the colonists. But we still don't have any How is it that we still have no electronics components? Am I just spending them left and right? I have been building the demonic quarters. Oh, let me change this to electronics. Okay, we got that demolished. Moving on food, 96.7 still. So, but this is good. We're steadily expanding our population in Sector 4, and we're able to keep up with the food supply more or less. Actually, we could get another... No, it's not quite enough for another row here. Maybe we bring this online. I want to build up our food supply if we have the option to do that. Five cycles, 4.3, so we need more batteries in Sector 2 and in Sector 3, and probably will in Sector 4 as well. It's one of our objectives that we gotta finish here. Where do I want to put this? Probably here. We could also start converting these into demonic quarters, but that takes electronics components, which we don't have currently. So let's forget about that for now. So anything we're in danger of running out of here? Currently, no. We need to start thinking about getting hydrogen if we're going to work the reactors, but we got a while yet before I think we're ready to get the reactors online. Here we got the cell housing coming on. That's good. We have lots of housing capacity in Sector 4.
Hull integrity
Oops.
below 50%.
Let's maybe fix that. We need to turn this guy back on. We don't have the power for it currently. Don't want to turn this off because we need that to make improvements. Since we have full carbon stockpile in the other sector, I'm going to turn this off and then we'll be able to... No, we can't. I thought we were going to be able to turn that on. I guess we could turn this off for a little while. Till we get that new solar panel optimization. That weird bug again where this doesn't get power. So annoying. Try to turn this off for a second. There we go. When in doubt, turn it off, turn it on again. Okay, we're actually gaining food now, which is great. Let's see what our threshold is in Sector 4. 26 food. Since we're growing the population, let's move that up to 30. Okay, we got 30 workers available here now. We need to get going faster. Somehow, for that we need power. But once we get the electronics built out, we can shut that off. Oh, we got a mining ship that's not doing anything. Go mine some... Let's actually start some hydrogen mining, because the mining has to be a little bit ahead of everything else. Here we go. So with this power, I think we're going to get on more. We're going to get more with that technology unlocked, so we need more science points. Am I wrong about the ships getting deallocated? Seems that I am. Okay. So let's deallocate one of these guys. It's gonna be El Germanier. Or not. It's in process of transferring resources. So wait for that to be done. I guess they did fly back to the Tycoon when we deallocated the cargo bay. That's unfortunate. It'll make it take longer for us to get more science. We're down to 40 science. I think we're going to spend it on the electronics factory. 10 fewer workers required to run it isn't bad. We could also spend it on this, producing more waste. No. One food can feed 50% more crew members per meal. That's really good.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Because we have enough for this construction yet, but we need to get the hull integrity back up to max first, probably. Okay, so we got 14 power. What can we do with 14 power right now? This isn't quite getting enough waste, I think. Need just like a little bit more waste. Thinking what we can maybe do is build a stability building here. I don't think this sector is doing waste management currently, is it? It's not. Yeah, so I'm going to build a stability building in this sector. Actually, no, we don't have any. We don't have that many science points right at the moment. Actually. Stellar cuisine has been unlocked, so we should be way ahead of our food curve now. Perfect. Perfect. So we can actually maybe shut this off. Or we could shut off a bunch of these insect farms. Let's favor this since this uses resources. Beautiful. Now we have capacity to spare. That's where we want to be. So now we can start bringing more of these cryonic centers online. It's going to be there. So it needs a road here.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
They're doing on the 5 cycles thing. That's exactly 5, exactly 5. 4.6, but it's charging still. Okay, this is getting science points now. Whoever's doing carbon mining, we don't have anybody on carbon mining actually. Whoever's doing silicon mining could probably take a break for a bit. That would be the Francisca. That would enable us to get another science ship out. That's gonna go to P-37. Should also start stockpiling more alloy, I think. Start working on that. Sector S actually has lots of available manpower right now. This takes 4 workers only, and then each field also takes 4 workers, so that's 16 workers this is going to take. So if I turn that on, that's like 200 workers out of 248, so we can move like 20 workers easily over to Sector 4. Sector 4 has got plenty of housing, still good. They're doing unavailable people here. It'd be nice if we could free this up. Or this. Oh, this is cut off currently because of the road or something. No, it's working. I guess it's just highlighted because it's full. Okay, on P-51, our probe has registered some interesting environmental data. Primary analysis revealed conditions similar to those found on a terrestrial seabed. These conditions may prove conducive to the existence of life. It's pretty cool. This is the crew of the Copernicus. P-51's atmosphere has an extremely high gas concentration. We're navigating... Most atmospheres have an extremely high gas concentration, I feel like. That's kind of what atmosphere is. We're navigating through an almost semi-liquid environment. I guess it's very dense. The tremendous pressure is putting the resistance of our suits to the test. Having reached the core, we are preparing to sortie out towards what appeared to be a collection of geysers, area that provided environmental data. We're going to set up advanced analysis infrastructure to get the most science out of this that we can, and we're going to allocate the KIPSIS for that. I think we may want to move the ship closer to that point. Like maybe to the depressurized R&D district. I don't know. We got resources all over the place, so it's kind of hard to say.
Population transfer.
Thinking about building a stability building over there, and then I got sidetracked. Got people now in Sector 4, so we got... That's 60... 70 workers. That's enough for one of the reactors. We need more than that, though. I wonder if we should temporarily get another alloy plant online. There's just power reductions. Right, we saw that already.
A side ship has arrived.
I think that now that we got this going, we can probably switch this back to alloy. That'll help us out. Wait for that to collect science. I'm gonna turn this back on as well, I just realized. And this road is done. Still good on food. Doesn't really matter how we place this exactly. We'll put it over here. Oh, these need to be given a storage topic. We can release some of this alloy if we need to. Let's try to get it filled. Let's see if there's upgrades for the waste management center. Where's that? Here. Here it is. Reducing recycling alloy costs 10 fewer wastes. Recycling polymer provides 5 extra unit. That seems really good. Recycling, that's polymer. Recycling electronics is 20% faster. Currently doing alloy. I don't know if any of those things are that critical though. Ooh, mining ships extract 10% more resources from a deposit. That sounds really good. Let's do that. Okay, readings from P-37 are unusual. Planet has a high level of radioactivity, and its diameter and position in the CRUC system seem to contradict theoretical models. Topographical analysis of its surface revealed the presence of a huge crater. Transmission from the team. We've landed on P-37 in the crater we have named Desolation. The ground here seems to be made of glass, a glass-like substance, possibly obsidian, and the crater's rim is razor-sharp. Telluric formations within the crater resemble waves frozen in time. We think we can pull some interesting data from sediment analysis, or we could try to discover what impacted here. Let's do the deep analysis. Did we get this other one done, by the way? We allocated a ship to do this, didn't we? Am I crazy? Did I pick the same ship for both? So we're spending 100 ally doing these two things. We can get a ton of science from it, so I think it's worth. And we got plenty of iron left in the sector. Telescopic drill technology has been unlocked. What else do we have for the mining ship? Any more? 20% more resources, let's do that. This is bottlenecked. Why? Storage is full.
An accident has occurred in the...
I guess we're waiting for the ice to be emptied out. Start producing plastic again, we might as well. I'm gonna start building the reactors. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, we're gonna wrap up for today's, guys. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Zunu, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out as always. And everybody, have a good afternoon. Take care, folks.